Hi, it's Lisa Cuneo, and welcome to my scrapbook table. And third time's a charm for this voiceover. We'll see if this one works. I have more photos of our vacation. I have this photo block, and beside it will be a pocket page with 4 other photos. The wood grain paper there is from Paper Studios, which is Hobby Lobby's brand. And I just created a frame behind it with some gray cardstock, and I used that gray cardstock to make a band behind the photo block. Then you can see I have some of this multicolor stripe. I'm using a lot of the same materials that I used in the last video. I love this stripe and I am using every little bit of it. After this layout is done, I think I have 2 small scraps left. I don't know if they'll ever make it on a page, but we'll see. If not, maybe I'll add them to a card one day. So I just put 2 narrow strips here so that it appears that there's a big band behind the photo block. And I used some of it at the bottom of this layout as well. I decided I wanted to bump up this entire photo block and the band behind it. So I'm going to put fun foam there. And when I use fun foam, I usually use both my ATG and some liquid adhesive. I feel like it stays put better, stays flat better. I don't know if that's actually true or not. That's just what I do. Maybe someone knows the truth about that scientifically, if it does matter or not, or if one adhesive is better. I have to fix the ribbon on my scissors there. These are this pair of scissors that I cut things that have adhesive on them or might be a little bit messy so that I can keep my other pair of scissors sharp and have a nice point on them much longer. And there, so that's bumped up now. And I'm going to create a little shelf along the bottom. I looked on Pinterest for some ideas, and I didn't use one particular layout as inspiration. There were 2 specifically and another one that I looked at. The one that I looked at, I tried to find who had created it, who had shared it, and I couldn't get anywhere. So I'm sorry to the creator of that. I wish I could have given you credit. The other one that I used was by Christine Davidson for Simple Stories, and it was shared on scrapbook.com a while ago. But really, this is a mishmash of several things that I saw and just took inspiration and thought, okay, now I'm going to put something together. I'm adding this blue, dark blue that has some gold in it, and I didn't have a long strip of it, but I just put 2 shorter ones together, and really you can't tell. Plus I already know I'm going to put a puffy sticker in the center there, so it won't matter. I decided to go ahead and put an angle on the ends of 2 of those banners, and just by chance it looks like the angle is pretty much the same on those. Here's the puffy sticker. It says Starfish Wishes, and it is from the Simple Stories Vintage Seas, I believe. And yeah, the puffy stickers from there. I also have one on the pocket page that will face this page that you'll see in a moment. Then I have this puffy sticker that says Deep Waters. I put it there in that white block, but it doesn't stay there. I end up moving it to a different location later. I'm thinking about my title. First, it was just going to be Vision of the Seas. The Vision letters are from Indigo and Ivy, the Indigo and Ivy collection that I'm using bits and pieces on here. And the letters ended up not sticking well, so I did put them down, but then I had to lift them all back up and add liquid glue behind them because they just were not staying. And since I have some gold at the bottom and a little bit on the far left page, I wanted to add more gold, and I found a sticker on the Indigo and Ivy sticker sheet that said Good Times. So now my title, instead of just Vision of the Seas, is Good Times on Vision of the Seas. And the three little words on, of, and the are from a Tim Holtz sticker book. Then I had to decide what to do with that white block there because it was really bothering me and I didn't have a plan for it. I pulled out my travel bin and I didn't see anything in there that would work, so I pulled out my blue bin and there was this camera. I do not know where it was from. Part of me thinks Creative Memories, but I don't know that they had this type of, it's not foam. I don't know what kind of sticker it is, but it does have some dimension to it. And the blue in the camera goes really well with the Royal Caribbean anchor that's in the photo there. And I had already chosen these 3 word strips that are black, so that goes with the black in the center of that camera. So the 3 word strips say, remember this, enjoy it all, and this made me laugh, which refers to the young man with the monkey. Not a real monkey, but we saw him several times a day, and he was always smiling, and I wanted to document that part of our cruise. So now I'm going to do my journaling. You can see that I did my rough draft of my journaling on a scrap there that I just pulled out of my trash can. And I'm sorry, that was, usually I remember to turn off my notifications, but my sister was texting me. I'll call her back shortly. So my journaling, I just did in a navy blue pen. It says, small touches like towel animals are part of what make a cruise so special. Also, the young man pictured above was so friendly. He doled out hand sanitizer as if it were the most satisfying job he could imagine. And he would have the biggest smile on his face. He was polite and friendly and laughed with the kids and laughed with the grown-ups. And it was just fun to see him and chat with him a couple times each day. We really enjoyed that. So I wanted that in our scrapbook. And in a moment here, you will see that I added a sticker beneath the young man's picture. It says, well done. And it's the same sort of finish and font as the Good Times from the title. And now that I'm looking at the layout again with kind of fresh eyes, I'm really glad that I brought in the gold because there are gold tones in that photo of him, and on the sign that's behind him, some of the lettering is in gold, so that worked out well. I'm really happy with that. And when I planned out this page, I had some blue and white gems that were going to go on this page and some white cord that resembled the ropes that they use on ships. As I was cleaning up, I found those because I'd forgotten to use them. I wish now that I had used the gems instead of the enamel dots that I ended up using. I did go back and add the cord, which you'll see in a few moments here. But I don't know how I forgot them when they were laying right beside me, but I did. So here you can see I'm adding some enamel dots. Oh, they're already there. I added those. I added a few gold heart stickers. Beside the layout is the pocket page. There's a photo of the ship and 3 towel animals and just a decorative block there, some embellishments. And here's a closer look at this page. And in just a moment, I will show you that I added the rope because that certainly felt like it went with the sea. to me. And the still shots are coming up in just a moment. Thanks for joining me today. Goodbye.